Welcome to Chat Chow, an online weekly show where we interview Florida's food personalities. On today's episode, we'll be speaking with Paula DaSilva, executive chef of 1500 Degrees here at the beautiful Eden Rock. Let's step inside.
We're drinking the Eden.
The Eden,
yes.
Okay.
And it's made with a little bit of fresh muddled strawberries and Hendrick's Gin, a little bit of basil, syrup that we use in there, and fresh ginger ale. So it's good.
Cheers.
Let's drink up.
You know, it's refreshing
Cheers.
to have a woman on the show because I feel like there's a shortage of women chefs in this industry, huh?
Do you? Yeah, there.
I don't know. Yeah, are there? You tell me.
I think there still is. I think that over the last 5 or 10 years, it's definitely changing a little bit, and more women are getting into the cooking and also realizing that it's not just a man's world. But I think it's great to see a lot more females that are getting into it.
Break the glass ceiling, ladies. Break the glass ceiling.
Exactly.
Now, when we first met you, at Taste of the Nations, and Gio, our executive producer, was a judge for the steak, and he just wanted me to let you know that he voted for your dish. So I got to put that in there.
I know that was quite an interesting night. The moonshine. I learned that it's not a good idea to drink and compete.
Okay.
Yeah, probably won't be doing that again.
Didn't help. Now, explain the name 1500 Degrees. There's got to be some sort of story, or I'm sure maybe with the steak. I don't know. What's the story?
It was tough coming up with a name for this restaurant because there's a lot of people involved with this project, and we all had different ideas. And so when I was designing, I custom designed the broiler for us with Montague to my spec. Typically broilers are designed for men, so So I had to design one for women.
Perfect.
And so it's very female. Her name is Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Yep.
She's got a name. I like that.
And so the broiler actually heats up to well over 1500 degrees. So at the time when we were speaking, we were talking about the 1500. What do I want it heated up to, for it to heat up to? So I kind of threw that out there one day. I said, you know what? Why not go with something kind of heat related, steakhouse, to where cooking your steaks under. So that's how that evolved.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let's talk about some of the food items here. I always like to talk about signature food items, so you can touch upon that. But anything unique that you'd want to share? I know you're famous for the pork belly tacos. Anything?
Our menu evolves. We print the menu in-house every day. We have the ability to do that. Every day, everything doesn't change. However, we have the ability to add new things and take some things off that perhaps maybe didn't come in very fresh, or for instance, right now I'm waiting for my mushroom deliveries.
Where's that mushroom?
And so we have that freedom to do that. I think we have a lot of unique things. A few of them, if we want to, talking about the steaks, is probably the picanha. And it's very common in Brazil and Brazilian steakhouses. So
you're Brazilian,
I'm
right?
Brazilian,
Yes.
so I wanted to kind of do a little bit of an homage to my, my ethnicity. And so it's a beautiful cut of meat with a thick fat cap on it, and very, very flavorful. You mentioned the pork belly tacos. We have really, really fantastic vegetables that we work with a lot as well. So our vegetable plate for vegetarians is really fantastic. It's different and it's unique because you get to taste anywhere from 15 to 20 different vegetables and grains that we may have available. We're always just having fun and evolving.
You mentioned having these local ingredients. You work a lot with local farmers, right? And you also have a veggie garden here on site.
We do.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What do you have going on in there?
Right now we have a lot of herbs. It's challenging here. I mean, we're on the beach. But the herbs are doing really, really beautiful, and I'm actually working with Gabrielle from Paradise Farms. She's the one that started it up for me.
Farms,
yes. So she's the one that started up for me, and they come and they tend to it every couple weeks or so. We tend to it on a daily basis, and we cut whatever we may need and water it and all that. We tried some eggplants. They didn't do so well. We've got some radishes that I actually just took out the other day, and we're doing some leaf greens and some braising greens as well, which is a little bit hardier. Hopefully that'll hold up a little bit more. So it's just like food, it has to evolve as well, depending on the climate and depending on what can really thrive here in such weather. So
first time we heard about you, you were voted best celebrity chef in the New Times in 2009, and here we are, and now the Steakhouse was voted best new steakhouse 3 years later. That's quite an accomplishment. Are you proud of that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into opening this restaurant. It was my first opening as an executive chef of the place, and I have had and have a fantastic team behind me, you know, both in the back of the house and in front of the house that really couldn't have done it without them. And so we really worked very, very hard to get to where we're at. And I think when you're doing these things, you're not necessarily, you don't know what kind of awards you're going to get, you know. So when you're awarded Esquire's best, you know, new restaurant, top 20 new restaurants in the country, that's pretty,
speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
big.
we're very proud of my team and all that. So
well, congratulations, everyone, and to you too.
yes, thank you.
Well, cheers.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.